Hey guys, this one's going to be, promise, really quick. I'm just going to kind of run through the things that we've talked about so far. This is almost identical to what the test is going to look like, or the quiz is going to look like later this week. Again, probably Wednesday. We'll see about Wednesday, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. We'll take this. So this is what it's going to look like. You'll have a problem or an equation given to you. It'll ask you to look at the domain, the range, the y-intercept, the asymptote, growth or decay, and it'll ask you to graph. Okay, so parts that we'd have here, and again, this is just me making this up on the spot with this one, but we've got our setup. So how I can figure all this out, we talked about domain. So domain for all of our functions, all of our exponential functions, we said is all real numbers, because it's going to be going in both directions forever and ever. There's no x value that we can't plug in here. That's going to get us something that's not possible. Okay. Then my range we said is always going to come from that last value. If it's not there, y is greater than 0. If there's a number there, it's just y is greater than whatever you have there. Okay? If there's nothing there, y greater than 0. Okay? My y-intercept. So we said our y-intercept is the same as my initial value. So my initial value is that a value, right up here, is our 4. That's my initial. Okay? So that's going to be y-intercept 4. Asymptote. Asymptote, remember, is the one that basically it's going to approach it really, really, really close, but it's not ever going to touch it. For the asymptote, that is also our number here. This one, though, will be y equals. Okay, we're thinking range is like a bunch of numbers, so it's greater than it's anything above that, whereas asymptote is just one thing. It's when y equals whatever we have here. Again, if there's nothing here, our asymptote, y equals 0. Down below, growth or decay. So I look at my point here. We got 0.6. So because that number is smaller than 1, then I know this is going to be decay. Okay? It's also going to ask you to graph that. Okay? Graphing it is just plugging in points into our calculator, get ourselves an x and y value, and then plot those points on a graph. So we're going to take each of these x values, and again, these are solid x values, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So I'm going to plug these in. So I have 4 times 0.6, the little caret button up to the -2, and then minus 2. So I got 9.1 for this. Again, I made this one up. It's probably not going to give me pretty points over here, but you get the idea, the x value and the y value. So then I can do 4 times 0.6 raised to the -1 minus 2. Gets me 4.6 repeating. Now if I plug this in, 4 times 0.6 to the 0 minus 2 gets us 2. Continue this on, 4 times 0.6 to the 1 minus 2 gets us 0.4. Notice these things are getting smaller, so it does make sense it is decay. Last one I got, 4 times 0.6 raised to the 2nd minus 2 gets us -0.56. So if we were going to graph this thing, I'm just going to give you a quick general sketch here of this. We got -2, so if we're going to graph this thing out, I'm going to go up 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.1, so -2, 9, and just barely above it. -1, 1, 2, 3, 4.6, so almost just above that halfway mark. 0, 2, again, that's my initial. That's the point we know we should know right away. And this one is a little different because you're like, hey, this is my initial. I know that's going to be my y-intercept. Because we have this -2, that's the reason why that's going to look a little different here. Okay, so our y-intercept, I made a mistake. We need to change. It should match over here with what we have when we plug that in. Okay, then here. 1 to the 0.4, so 1.4 right in here. 2 over -0.56. So I know I've got a graph that's going to kind of curve like so. So that would be my exact graph. Remember, a sketch would just be your y-intercept, and then that it's decaying. Whereas this one's an exact value, so you're going to give a table. Okay. Again, if there's any questions, let me know. Today we'll be doing some practice with this, and then we'll probably be taking, like I said, the quiz either Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Wednesday. All right? Have a good one, guys. See you soon.